Hey, Pete Winarski here. Welcome to a new week. And I am excited that the weather is cooperating. I'm actually outside on my back deck right now, just because it's one of the few times that I probably can get away with it. um, with the weather changing, there was some days last week we woke up, it was like 33 degrees outside. For you Celsius people, that is like zero point 0.5, right? So it's warmer today. Happy about that. And I'm heading into the office shortly, but just the idea of getting into the fresh air, experiencing real oxygen as opposed to being stuck inside is actually really pretty important to do. Today, I want to talk about thinking about extending your team, and who are those other people that can be like your agents out there in the world. Someone who's communicating what you do, how you do it, in a way that turns into access to people that turn into your clients and customers that you might not have had access to otherwise, right? And that's a powerful source that is an untapped resource for many of you. Now, before we get there, I want to make sure that you know about what we're doing in More Revenue, More Profit. The Facebook group, More Revenue, More Profit. We are launching essentially a nice contest this week. It is about to go up. We're about to announce it. So if you're watching this Facebook Live, I am just getting ahead of the curve. But go over there for the details. Essentially, what we want to do is it's time, basically, right? This is a relatively new group, and new groups, the new members kind of trickle in slowly, and we're starting to pick up some momentum. I think we've added like 50% in the last week. So it's time, because we're getting some momentum, we're getting some engagement, and it's time to reshape the messages from this group rather than just me coming off the top of my head, or David and I thinking about what should we talk about today? What do you think the group wants? It's time for you to tell us what you want. Time for you to tell us exactly the challenges and the issues that you're currently having, so that we can help you with those things, right? This is what the group's all about. It's supporting each other. And so the way that we're going to do that, we have a survey that's in the group. We have a link that you can click, take the survey. We want you to be a group member. We want you to post in the group. We want you to tell us your story, tell us who you are, tell us your challenges, tell us what's exciting you, tell us what help you need, all of that. And so for those people who actually are members, who do post, who do put a post out there about themselves or contribute, and then also take the survey, we've got a spreadsheet of all the people who take the survey because we have your responses. We're going to do a drawing at the end of this week and end up picking someone that, frankly, we're just going to give you $100 just for playing the game, right? So obviously it's random. You've got to meet those criteria, and then it's a random draw from there. But do it. Jump on board, play the game, play full out. It's going to be fun. It'll be amazing. And let's see what you want out of this group so we can start shaping the content of these Facebook Lives for you. So with that said, let's talk about this concept now of extending your team members. Think about who's on your team a little bit differently. So first, you as an adult or even a business leader, you have tons of people that you have tons of relationships out there in the world. And my question to you is, do those people know what you do? Do they know who you serve and how you add value to your customers or clients? And if they know that answer and it's really clear to them, then they can turn around and recognize when they bump into that person, right? That, in the marketing language, that avatar, right? So if they do run into that person, then it's easy for them to say, hey, have you spoken to these guys? Have you called Pete Winarski at Win Enterprises? Have you met David Tweet? He can help you out with this problem. So, think of it as people are experiencing challenges, and they may be sitting around on the sidelines of a soccer match where their kids are playing or something, and they're saying, "Hey, how's it going? What's new with you?" And like, "Oh yeah, things are going pretty tough at work. We got this problem where, we got some new people come in, and now there's a lot of team dissension, and there's some culture challenges that I'm dealing with." Like, "Oh, that's interesting. I know the guys over at Win Enterprises do a lot of culture work. Have you thought of talking to them?" "No, what do they do?" Right? That conversation can happen a million times over. Right? So who do you have relationships out there in the world? Who are the other parents at the soccer games? Do they know what you do and how you do it? Do they know who your customer is? Who do you serve? And what problems do they have that you solve for them? Can you articulate that in a simple way? I've got I've got a small business and I'm having a tough time right now getting revenue up. "Oh, that's interesting. Have you talked to the guys over at Win Enterprises? They've got this new group called More Revenue, More Profit on Facebook. You might want to take a look at that." "Oh, really? What's that all about?" Right? This is other people maybe describing what it is that we do. We are helping, in this particular example, small business leaders to grow their revenue and to grow their profit, right? Pretty phenomenal. So other parents, other groups you're part of, your banks and your clubs and your coaches and mentors and your places of worship, your insurance agents, obviously your employees, and they do the same as they broaden out their net and they cast their net even wider. So who are those people, right? You can just go on and on and on with this list. And it's important that all of those people recognize and appreciate who you are so that they basically become this virtual team of agents on your behalf, right? Now, sometimes you formalize a relationship, which is really cool because that formalizing the relationship essentially becomes, "Hey, if you are willing to make introductions my way because you are in the perfect spot where all of my target clients hang out, and if that happens to be true, you may want to formalize a relationship because somebody is at the hub of who you want to be your customers and clients. And they can end up getting some sort of compensation, service trade, referral, commission, something in exchange for making introductions your way. If you want to formalize a relationship, then it's a real agent, not just the conceptual agent. But either way, both of these are really important and both of these really, really work. So give some thought to that. Who's your extended team? How do you grow your team of people who are communicating who you are, who you serve, what problems you solve, and watch what happens as those introductions end up landing in your lap and your website visits go up, your Facebook group membership grows, and you end up helping and serving more people. And that's really what it's all about. All right. Take care, everyone. We'll catch you again soon. Come over to More Revenue, More Profit Facebook group, and let's have fun together serving you. Talk to you soon.